Yo guys, what is going on? It is your boy Nick from On the Foot Market, and welcome back. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to the video section of my channel. Guys, thank you for the support on the video this morning. The top 100 rewards video did so well. And just thank you guys. I love posting those videos and they're a ton of fun. It is the weekend. It is Friday. It is July. And I wanted to just kind of talk about today's footies, additions, things they brought out. Is something worth it or not? Just kind of talk about all that good stuff. Guys, if you enjoy the videos in July, drop a thumbs up, man. It means the world. It helps out. But yeah, man, we got a discussion today on the new weekly objectives. Now, unfortunately, guys, we got an Alessandrini card today. Very unfortunate, but he is a very good card. So you have to win 3 squad battle matches using 11 players minimum world-class difficulty. So I think that's excellent because it's very easy to do. It's going to take you almost 0 time. So for me, I love that. I think that's a really easy objective to complete. And I think it's a 91 rated card that, look, you know what? You hate it. You go ahead. You put them in an SBC. You go do something else, right? If you don't like the card, throw it away. You don't need it, right? And it is what it is, right? And then you have Kimpembe. And then he is score using League One players and 5 separate rivals wins. So that is, I think that's pretty good. I think that's very good. And if I'll show you guys the cards and we'll talk about some of those cards and how they are. Very good looking card though. Very endgame center back. And obviously today it would have been amazing if Areola came out because you would have had that perfect link among, you know, Kimpembe and Areola for the squad building. So that's a little unlucky in that regard. But I like this, bro. And I think, you know, score using League One players. There's so many good League One players, so it's not that bad. And 5 rivals wins is better than 9. I think Coleman was 9, so that's not bad at all. You just kind of got to get your hands on a Neymar and Mbappe and just go to town with those two. Swap deals players are not too bad. And then this is an awesome objective, and I wanted to praise EA for this because I really hope that EA brings more of this in FIFA 20 earlier on in the year. I mean, this is awesome. This is like if you were a 15-plus win player in Weekend League, you're essentially getting another 50K pack in your rewards. Like, that's awesome. So that is the kind of stuff that I would love to see in the fall, and I think it would keep people really hooked on the game to just get extra packs because here's the thing with packs, man. Packs are never boring. Packs are never, like, too much. Just give us packs, man, and people are happy, and I think that's what you're seeing here is that, man, dude, this is just amazing. So, like, a guy like me, where I'll finish in the Elite every weekend, usually, unless I choke, I get an extra 50K pack basically with my rewards, which is really nice. And then they have this 50K pack for every week, which I really like. So that is very good, and GG's to them for those objectives because this week's objectives, again, are very good. I ended up opening 100 today, guys, on my stream. If you guys want to go watch anything, I'm not going to post the highlights on here. They were decent. I opened up about 120 81-plus double upgrade packs. And to be honest, guys, they are not that good. Now, what we were able to manage the pack today was a variety of players. We ended up packing a lot of, like, the team of the seasons that were, like, maybe 90 to 93. We didn't really pack anything above 93. We packed Gignac, and I'm showing you guys my untradeable club real quick just so you guys can kind of visualize it. We packed, like, Gignac, I think was the highest rated we packed today, which is pretty good. 93 is very solid for rating. We ended up packing, I don't really know who else we packed. I'm trying to think of other players that we packed. We did complete Neto, and I'll talk about him in a second. Actually, I'll talk about him right now. So this is very good value. You have the 82 squad rating, 1 save of the week player, 1 La Liga, 60 chemistry, and it's one of the situations where it's a good goalkeeper. A lot of hybrid links are going to happen with him, Brazilian and Barca, right? So you're going to get a lot of potential hybrid, you know, squad building and things like that. So he's going to help fill the void. I did play against him in 2 Foot Champions games. And he's awful. I'm just giving you guys a heads up. From what I have experienced against him, he's awful. And another thing to answer you guys' questions, Nick, are you going to review players like goalkeepers on the second channel? No, I'm not going to. I have no interest in doing that. Just so you guys know, I'm not going to review those players. There's 0 chance. But yeah, I picked Andre Almeida. We got some of these guys. So not too bad in that department. Rafa, Quintero, Castron. But the pack drop weight just wasn't that good. We got a bunch of 89s, which I'm kind of working on Maradona right now just to add to the club collection. We're kind of getting him into the club. Susek, you guys can see Pulisic, a lot of these. So we have a lot of 88s to 87s now to kind of distribute amongst SBCs. And that's good, and those were good. But I don't know if they're, like, the best. Definitely, I opened up some 82 pluses, and I thought that these ones were better. I just noticed the better value on these ones across the board. I just thought and I was just getting better stuff. You know, I thought I was overall doing better. And then for the SBCs right now, they just dropped the Neto today, so very cheap. I would definitely recommend going and doing that Neto because it's very affordable. I'm going to have to complete, I already have Firmino, and then I'm going to, on Sunday, I'm going to complete Crouch and Alves just because they're very good and usable, right? Alves is a very good card, 83 rated, 65 chemistry, 1 team of the week, and then I reviewed Crouch already on my second channel. Very fun card. And you know what, premium SBC, I'm really into collecting these premium SBCs. especially when they got these nice images. And all they ask for is an 82 rated squad, which if you guys are struggling to do any of these SBCs right now, your number one, your best friend is going to be this 81 to 86 rated upgrade. This is the key to success. If you need any players for those SBCs, go and smash this. You can buy 4 gold players on the market that literally cost 350 coins a pop. You put in bronzes with it. You do the bronze pack method to get these players, and you just start packing players in here. And once you start hitting some 84s, 85s, all of these 82, 83 players become just that much more usable. So these are all very good. I am a big fan of these 82 plus, 81, 86. I love these SBCs. I think it's great. Now, on to other things to talk about. I really hope that on Monday, because that is when these repeatable SBCs expire, I hope that EA Sports brings out a Team of the Season repeatable. How awesome would that be? EA Sports brings out a Team of the Season repeatable. You get a chance of any of the players in Team of the Season, Major League and outside the top 5, and it's 20 to 30K a pop, and it's repeatable, right? That is something that would be freaking amazing if that were to happen. You don't necessarily need to make a tradable, but you could if you wanted. I would just smash the untradeable because that's all I care about. But you do an untradeable, a tradable. You require some informs, some Team of the Seasons, and that way, because if you require informs, obviously you have these available for 4 more days, so those will be out for a few days. Yeah, so I mean, that would be something really cool, and I'm hoping they do that. I know it's like a little bit out of the question to ask for that, but I'm hoping they do that. I think that would be very, very, very nice. And it'd be something I think that would bring the hype again. I thought EA did a really good job of this week, like bringing the hype, bringing good SBCs, bringing cheap, affordable SBCs, and bringing good, repeatable SBCs with a new batch of stuff in packs. But I think what you're going to look at is that the market it's going to get stale next week. It's going to get stale if they don't drop, another set of something good. So I think they have to look at that in terms of like a, like a strategy that dropping something like that would be very smart from EA next week. So that is something that I think they have to consider, boys. We actually just sold a Prime Ronaldinho for 2,385, which is very, very, very good. You'd love to see that. That is very good. And right now, in terms of like what I'm doing on this game, I just built my team. And then all the other stuff, like I know that some of you guys are probably watching the channel for some investments. The Orier didn't do hot because they brought out a Dani Alves right back, so that kind of dropped that. But everything else that's kind of out of packs has been slowly rising a little bit and doing well. Munier was one of the great ones. Munier went from 23K all the way up to now 40K. And that was an obvious one. I'm not really trading that hard. I'm not really sweating the market right now just because there's not really a point. It's obviously July, and there's not really much of a point to do that kind of stuff. But I made sure that I, put out a video last week, I think once or twice with you guys, and made sure that, we did a club stock with the batch 1 players. We made sure we put them in our clubs. We made sure that we had them, and definitely seeing some nice rises on some of them. Now, not all of them are up, but definitely like the FUT birthdays. Some of that stuff just went way too low. Aubameyang was down at like 210, and I haven't checked on informs at all. I don't know about these, but they're not really up totally yet because they are still available in that repeatable SBC, so some people are still supplying them. But guys like Coutinho are now like 170, 180. The FUT birthday seems to be a big success. You have Douglas Costa going from about 140 to 190. And it gives you guys a little bit of a hint if you didn't invest the first time around with the batch 1 cards, that the batch 2 cards will be very investable. And the reason for that is that, well, they're a little bit more meta. There's a lot more meta cards in batch 2. There's the Carnival. There's a bunch of them. But the meta ones are always going to rise. The Busquets is 206 to 240. I don't know about Kondogbia. He might be even lower now. I don't even know. He's a little bit lower. So some of the ones with a little bit higher supply have gone down a bit. If you guys are making some coins on some of these, you guys can choose to sell if you really want to. I don't really think it's totally necessary that you go and sell. You guys have a little bit of time because you're going to have that extra boost if you wait another week, that extra boost of the cards out of packs, which may be in your best interest to do that. Kimpembe, guys like Kimpembe, you're just going to hold the risk when you do a club stock that you are going to lose coins on some players. Kimpembe is a prime example, guys. Kimpembe is going to experience a big drop, probably down to like a discard value because he has a card, obviously, that is in it's available in weekly objectives, and it's actually quite obtainable. So yeah, I mean, that's going to happen. Now, the market with the high-tier cards, the market with the icons, the market with the Team of the Years, that stuff is going crazy. The Messi that I had bought is now 3.9 mil. He is rocketing in value. And you look at this KDB card because this guy, I bought him at 1.74 like probably 2 months ago, and he is now like soaring in value on the market. It's actually like crazy to watch. He's now back up to 2 mil, and he was just down the other week at about 1.6. So we are seeing a massive rise with all these high-tier cards where people are just buying them for their teams and getting them in there, which is Not surprising to me, but I did buy a Conte today at 193. I might have overpaid a bit, but it seems like, yeah, I mean, now he's about 2 million. So what happens a lot of the time on Fridays, guys, is, and this is why I always talk about, if you guys are opening weekly rewards, if you guys have tradable packs or things like that, make sure you guys wait to sell cards till like Friday around this time or at nighttime, because there's always going to be that group of people that are kind of just waiting for their cards to drop and they never drop. And then they end up going and they panic by them because, well, they need to play weekly. Rio Ferdinand's an example. He was like 700. I waited for a price on him all day. I couldn't get that price. Even this Venusaur, it's like almost extinct now. So you're seeing a massive rise. And then there's some players specifically, two players that I want to talk about right now that are very popular amongst your guys' teams. But there's some players that are going out of control, like out of this world up in value. And those two players are Neymar. His team of the year is now 6.6 million. And then the other player, well, the other version of him is Neymar's team of the season. This card I saw sell yesterday at 9.2 million, which is just like out of this world expensive. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I was like, is that actually for real? And then Cristiano Ronaldo, right? This card is now like 7.9 million, 7.8 million. And Ronaldo's team of the year is actually going insane too. I've seen Ronaldo's team of the year. His card is like wicked high. His card is like 8 mil right now. Which was interesting to me because I saw earlier today one of the Ronaldos on the market. One of the Ronaldos sold, the team of the year sells higher than the team of the season, which I will never understand because the team of the season, in my opinion, has more important stats in more important categories. Like, I think the team of the year has a physical, maybe. I know the team of the season, I think, has better agility and better, like, maybe better physical or something. And I still, like, am struggling to understand why people always want to pay more for the team of the year. And then it obviously just comes back down to the supply standpoint of just the team of the year having, I think, just generally less supply than the team of the season, which would make sense. Guys, in terms of a projection for the market ahead, there's only two ways that the market doesn't keep going up for the rest of the year, and they're possible ways. They could happen. The first thing would be that we get a repeatable team of the season SBC. If that comes out, I do expect some people would probably sell some cards they had, and they will probably put some coins into that kind of SBC. That is a possibility. The other possibility of the market not going up for the rest of the year is a repeatable Prime Icon SBC. If they do bring out a SBC of those two tiers, like if that happens, and I think they will because it looks like every Monday they're dropping a better and better and better team of the, team of the week, 81 plus. They're dropping a better SBC week by week. So it looks like that trend is going to continue. If that trend does continue, you may not see an uptick in the market for the rest of the year. You may start to see a downtick, but it's crazy how the difference of this year's game is the game is actually worse than the game last year in terms of the gameplay, but because of the menu content and because of the lack of a competitive game, another game to compete with it, like a Fortnite and FIFA 18, the market just keeps going up this year, and people are just playing this game because they don't know what else to play. I mean, in my free time recently, I've been playing some Black Ops 4, but I don't like play it, as a primary. Like when it's weekly time, I go and I play weekly because I'm like just addicted to this game. And it doesn't have to do with content. It just has to do with me playing this game. I just play this game. So it's definitely interesting to see that, guys, on the market. And then tomorrow, guys, what you should expect is a Kyle Walker SBC. I'll have a review on him on the second channel tomorrow afternoon. That should drop, and I'm thinking that's going to be expensive. That card's going to at least be a 300K SBC. I don't really see them making that cheap, and I think EA is smart enough to know that they have a certain amount of players that are going to want that SBC really badly. So they have the ability to kind of make it a little bit more expensive, if you guys get what I'm saying. Just because he is a high in demand player. And it seems like EA is kind of on this thing this year of making these players a little bit more expensive in the SBCs, like maybe making it 20 to 30K more, because EA is like, okay, we know the player base will go ahead and do this SBC. So that's just what I've noticed, and I wanted to point that out, guys. Thank you guys for watching the video today. And hopefully you guys have the best weekend leagues. Hopefully you guys have good weekends as well. Besides the weekend league, hopefully you guys just kill it and you guys have a good time. Thank you so much for watching my video today. I appreciate it, boys. See you guys soon. Peace.